Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed or whatever works best for you. So, hello. And he says, I feel like as if I should salute you. Not me, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hello. I was I'm not feeling the full, because of what's going on. Let me see if this helps any. I'm not feeling the full joy of this, because usually, you know me in holidays. But I definitely wanted to just do a little something. I didn't pull out the hat. I like the hat, but I didn't pull out the hat. And those are pillowcases. Those are 2 pillows. So, and this, I love this. This made me happy. So, all right. Trying to think. Oh, okay. One thing I was going to mention before I get into the questions is I had talked about yesterday wanting to see if there was any more I could do to be of service to you, to help you, and maybe using more of the I have 4 YouTube channels. Anyway, one of them was called Color Organization, which was originally and kind of still is about using color to organize any kind of small business. If you're a solopreneur, if you are just a small business owner, an easy way to keep. Yes, Lois. Yes. Anyway, to keep the different parts of the business going, that sort of thing. But I've been thinking about, since there's already stuff there on budgeting, there's a free PDF in a video where I explained how to do a very simple 1-page budget that'll make your life easier. I was thinking about just overall, maybe doing 1 night a week, doing a live stream, and I could have some some PDFs that I could make up that, so it's like, okay, we need to make sure these different parts of our life are still going. So everything from maintenance stuff like cleaning schedules, budgeting, this sort of thing, squirreling away bits of money where we can, but also there are a couple of websites that have lists of you can look at to try to find your local food banks, or whatever else. Maybe if you want to start selling your crafts online, or so. Anyway, I was thinking about doing that over on Color Organization because it would confuse things over here too much. I'm already confusing things with the music. So Becky says, "Oh, please, no cleaning." It's more like a checklist, an extensive checklist, which would help some people, or meal planning. But having different options and different free things you could print out if you want to, and then maybe get together once a week in the evenings and be like, okay, are you doing your self-care? Are you staying on top of things? And on top of that, ways to save money, maybe make a little money, because we're trying to shore things up for disruptions that are coming over the next, some immediate, some at the beginning of 2026, some at the beginning of 2027. So Thank you so much, Heather. It makes such a difference. Thank you. Thank you. Valor says, I would love to be part of color organization. I love a good checklist. Well, good. Well, Becky, no worries about meal planning. I never have to worry about that. Well, good. Good for you. I don't know that this would necessarily help you much then, but I think it would help some people. So, hello, Wayne. Happy 4th. All right. So, I'm still noodling through that, but do share your thoughts. I would appreciate it. So, like I said, there are disruptions coming, there are difficulties coming, and I want us to all be, if you're interested, to shore up. Joyce says, can you add those ideas to Stay Calm so you don't have to add another channel? Just a thought. Well, Stay Calm before I come on here is spiritual. It's meditation, that sort of thing. Color organization already exists. The channel already exists. I have a few videos over there. I was doing budgeting videos, which is what I was starting with. I haven't put anything up there, though, in a few months because I did all this bulk buying and it messed up my budget. So I'm trying to figure out how exactly I'm going to integrate all that together. But the color, it links in the description box. The color organization channel already exists. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. Cass says, I am too options centered to stick to a list. However, it does help some people. Okay. All right. So I'm not getting much interest in the chat, and that's okay. That's okay. Just want to help. Joyce says, I'm sure whatever you decide will be much appreciated. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind. But we know things are coming. And I rather than just panic. Yeah. Lisa says, my 2 cents, do a black and orange one night a week with 6 day. So do an evening live stream 1 day a week. There's an idea. Thank you, Becky. All right. We're going to jump in then. At 8 minutes in. Oh boy. Okay. So we know that the blankety blank budget bill passed. The cards were pretty weak, but boy, the astrology has been on point. Very strong. But anyway, the House GOP holdouts were persuaded to vote in favor of the spending bill after getting a sneak peek at coming executive orders. Speaker Johnson told reporters that House GOP holdouts were persuaded to vote in favor of the spending bill, the cruel, anyway, after getting a sneak peek at coming executive orders. Monkey's Llama, yes, I do need to get back to the newsletter as well. Thank you. Yvette says, my uncle's trying to sell crafted items, so small resale person. Info would be great. Excellent. Yes, Rez. Upcoming executive orders. OFFS. Yes. Yep. Oh, far right victory. Actually, I better turn this off. It might be easier to see the cards. A little bit. Waiting for a ship to come in. You know that bill is going to benefit President Dumpster Fire himself, personally. Which says, no more bad news. Well, we go through the news. This is news with friends. So there's good news at the end. I do have some good news at the end. But we go through, so we all know what is what's going on. The first card is the Six of Wands, so Dumpster Fire's victory. Absolute delusion, and they are lying. They are lying about what this is in this bill through their teeth. Through their teeth. Two of Pentacles. This is unworkable. It really is. It's ludicrous and unworkable. Adding insult to injury. Yeah. And then burden. Heavy, heavy burden. You did this to yourselves. And this is all minor arcana. This is human level. You did this to yourselves, GOP. We just have to help people on our side with the collateral damage. So, the next question at 11:35 is, what is Dumpster Fire planning? Oh, sorry. President Blunderdum. What is President Blunderdum planning with his executive orders? That it would make these people go along with this vile spending bill. Of course, this is an executive order for no more elections. Oh, thank you, Old Silver. That's very sweet. Thank you. Joyce says, I got an email from the Social Security Administration celebrating the new bill and how it will help us. Facepalm. Yeah, facepalm. Big facepalm. All right. I made Tori laugh, so I've had a good day. If I can make somebody laugh. All right. What was in these future executive orders? It's got a sneak peek. Hurl. What would make these holdouts go, oh, okay. Yay. They also got something else. We're going to look at that next. Francis says, I got an email from the Social Security Administration too. I haven't looked at my email. So that doesn't make me want to look at my email. Okay, I'll tell you what's here. The card for the reading is out in the cold. It's you've heard in politics over the years, over the decades, a war against poverty. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Anne. This is a war against poverty, a war against the poor. Yeah. So, Page of Cups. It feels like we are helpless at the moment. That this is kind of running us over. Oh, hello from love from Chicago, Barbara. Oh, Eight of Pentacles. Working. Page of Wands. This is weak. This is very weak MAGA. Very flimsy. Whatever it is, whatever the dumpster fire is doing, this feels flimsy. And then it's Ace of Swords. Oh, he can come out with executive orders, but they can be challenged in court. what he needs is for the Republican-controlled House and Senate to do this garbage. But he can't get them to do this. So he gave Congress, members of Congress, a sneak peek of executive orders, and that caused these people to go, okay, we'll go along with this travesty, heinous spending bill. Lynott says at the moment, but something is coming. Oh, with the astrology? Oh boy. I mean, the astrology is pretty brutal today, but come Tuesday, we're in a whole different ballgame. I mean, then we start getting some planets in retrograde, so through the fall, we'll be kind of going over old, excuse me, we'll be really going over ground we covered, make sure things aren't missed, because next spring, we're going to be back here again, where these planets will be in the new signs and aspecting each other again. But so why does Trump need to use executive orders when he supposedly controls the House and the Senate? Oh, Lynott's been busy with foster kittens, little balls of fur and fairy and is it fairy dust? Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, fairy dust. Oh, kittens. All right. Yeah, why? Congress can make things permanent. Why are you okay? All right, Trump's victory. There's the institutions. 10 of Swords, Lovers, Page of Wands. So this is things he thinks that MAGA will be happy about. It's just mean. It's just hateful. Whatever it is, it's just vile, pathetic. Timmy Bailey says he may have shown them the executive orders. It doesn't mean he'll implement them. There is that too. Deb Z says celebrating the tax cuts for seniors. You're celebrating the tax cuts for wealthy seniors? Because everyone's health insurance rates are going to go up. So, all right. So, okay. So not only, and the reason I'm not as bent out of shape about the potential of the executive orders being the be-all and end-all. Francis says, who writes the executive orders? We know it's not Dumpy. A lot of them come from Stephen Miller. Not all of them, but a lot of them come from Stephen Miller. Nazi Ferratu himself. Yeah. 1915. Holdouts in the GOP who didn't want to sign to join this heinousness. Holdouts were also, according to MSNBC's Chris Hayes, treated to swag bags with autographed Trump merch to help win them over. Yvette, when does the bill go into effect? It's different things are coming into effect at different times. Some things are immediate, some things are January 1st, some things are January 1st of 2027. Deb says the email from Social Security was celebrating it, not me. Oh, I understand. Okay. Chemical Squirrel says, my eyes cannot roll harder. Yeah, I know. They will just roll like out through your ear and like out the door. But holdouts were treated to swag bags with autographed Trump merch to help win them over. Did the GOP really sell out their constituents for tacky hats and 8x10 glossies? Really? Yeah, more. Yes, Joyce, more fight merch. Yes, with two tiny little fists of fury. Well, even some of the things Amy's saying that he's pointing out, they made the worst parts kick in later when Democrats can be blamed, and idiotic followers will believe them. Well, here's the thing, though. There are already places that see the writing on the wall, and they're not waiting for this. And so there are companies declaring bankruptcy. There are medical places just saying they're shutting down. Yeah. Swag, huh? All that pain and grief. Queen of Wands. Oh yeah, you're one of the people. Oh yeah, your stuff. Look, you're sitting pretty with your stuff. So you join in stirring everything up, and you go home to your constituents, and it just ravages the countryside. Yeah, okay. Pathetic. Becky says, give it time. Give what time? Just let me know, please. Oh, yes, Tori, you should check out the portrait of Trump they rehung in the Capitol here in Colorado. Yeah. Remember how much he complained? Yeah, it is. It's a basically a not great painting of his mugshot, but it's not nice. Yeah. Oxford Cass says, I'm trying so hard to hold to the light. Yes. To hold the light. Yes. Oh, well, that's why we're here together. Because going to the news ourselves is just, no. Okay. This is hard. This is why we go through the news together, because I have 2305. Ms. Gibson was pointing out that the blankety blank budget is cutting Medicaid and food stamps, making it harder to get them all together. Will anything be done to challenge it from being implemented? Will we see more protests? I'm on both. It's already hard. I'm so sorry. I've heard something about, I don't know exactly what, but I've heard that Hakeem Jeffries is taking some part of it to court. But thank you, Ms. Gibson. All right. There's not much here, I'm afraid. Let me pull out Old Faithful. Maybe I'll get more information. I'm wearing polka dots today because today is would have been my grandmother's birthday. I miss her. She was lovely. And she loved polka dots. She would have been, I want to say she would have been 115. Born on the 4th of July. Just want to give her a hug. M. Kelpie says, wait until Shady Pines closes and the old folks come home. I love that you made the reference to Shady Pines. I mean, the situation is dire and scary and what have you, but yeah, if we're making Golden Girls references, we're going to make it. I would imagine once this really starts kicking in, there will be more protests. And it's happy heavenly birthday to your grandmother. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I can feel her. I can feel her nearby sometimes. I think she'll be there when I cross over, as we all must eventually. Oh. Happy birthday to your niece. Oh. Big hug burn. All right. Yeah, this is not good. I'm afraid this is not good. I don't know exactly what form it's going to take, but card for the reading is a day late and a dollar short. It's hard. I mean, there is strength. They may try to do something with the, yeah. I mean, Democrats can try, but there's going to be I've just got a lot of pain, aggressiveness. And yeah. I do think that the next thing we should ask, let me throw this in here. 27 minutes. Is MAGA in for a rude awakening? Rude. And says they will pay November 2026. Ooh, I asked, are they in for a rude awakening? I cut the deck. Got the devil in the tower. Oh, Miss Gibson says, I'm sorry that upset you guys. I wasn't saying anything. I'm good. I'm great. I'm doing good. We're just worried about you, about everybody who's struggling. Is it going to be brutal on the economy? Yeah. Christine, it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Christine. Happy birthday. Is MAGA in for a rude, rude awakening? You got yourselves into this. Just wait. Just wait. Oh yeah, they're happy to the actual. I'm not even looking at Republicans. I'm looking at MAGA, the MAGA voter out there. They are happy to run around. Yay! Gonna stick it to the libs and all this kind of stuff. Happy to do that. They think they're in a position of strength. Unless you've got millions upon millions of dollars, and even then, they'll still consider you poor. Oh yeah, the plan, and I'm going to make things are going to be so much better in the economy because trickle down economics always works. Never, not once, but okay. Refusal to listen. No. It's all going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Going to be fine until it's so not. Until it's really not. Oh, Miss Gibson, thank you. I will be voting Democrats. Thank you for what you do. You're a blessing. Thank you, Miss Gibson. Thank you. And says Representative Mark Green has now resigned from the House. Now 4 vacant. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Is Republican, Democratic? I'm assuming Republican. I don't know. Yeah, just it's just a matter of time. They're going to feel it. Oh, are they going to feel it? Ooh. Boy. Whew. And if you're wondering, a couple of people in the chat noticed, is George Washington wearing a tutu? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Because I knew that this, at least the spirit of it, would be kind of a little bit of a poke at the other side. Because they're so up in arms. Oh my gosh. There are, out of 340 million people, there are about 12 who are transgender and are going to want to play in sports. Let's upend everything. Yeah. No pride, no taking books out of the libraries. And look, my understanding in my readings on George Washington are that he was not the life of the party. He was a very straightforward, not dour, but almost, but his mistakes, he doesn't expect forgiveness. He just, the picture I got was like a big scar, or not a birthmark, but something like his mistakes, like he wears them like on his face, is the mental image I got. And he doesn't expect forgiveness, but it's I did these things wrong, and this is I hold on to that. I am responsible for this, for things that were bad. But he was also fighting a war, and sometimes it was good to just, if he could have unnerved King George a little bit by wearing something silly, why not? I think even he would have done it. But the other thing is to remember is this wasn't worn by women at the time. Women's skirts went to the ground. This wasn't a thing. And it's men who were showing their legs. So this silliness is just silliness. Okay. All right. Yes, Deb. Someone else was just talking about, where was it? Yes, Deb. Mark Green said he stayed to vote on the bill. He says he's glad we now have border security. OMG. I'm guessing he's Republican then. So, yeah. Bye. Burns says old George was 44 years old in 1776. Yep. So, is a Republican. Thank you, Phyllis. All right. So, onwards. Rob says George is about to take a Nureyev-like leap onto the boat on the left. Could be. All right, at 30, 34, 45. All right, I'm going to touch on this briefly and just keep going. Newsweek's reporting the new budget numbers make ICE's budget. Make ICE. The new budget makes ICE depending on your source, let's just say an average of the 15th largest military force in the world. Well, here's the thing. Business leaders are starting to really push back. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. It makes such a big difference. Thank you. Business leaders are starting to push back. And the thing is that, oh, yeah, you can have them in as long as you're responsible for these people. There are business people who don't want to be responsible for these people. But there's right up front with ICE, this is them. They were about to run out of money in a big way. And now they are flush. And so this is a big push forward because don't forget, Trump said of Stephen Miller, who is behind a lot of this stuff, Nazi Ferratu, Trump said that Stephen Miller wants the country, instead of being 340 million people, he wants the country to be about 100 million people, all who look like him. I don't think we're going to be able to find 100 million people that ugly, inside and out, especially inside. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lewis. Gifted 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Take care, Jennifer. Yeah, because if they're giving them this much money, they start going after people that they weren't supposed to, but they weren't supposed to come after my family, my spouse, me. They were supposed to get rid of the riffraff over there. And they've got the money to just keep going. So, Debsy says, Taco has appointed a Capitol rioter as an advisor to the DOJ. Of course he did. Yeah, okay. So let's go down to 3830. G Green had a question. What does the end of summer look like for the GOP? At the beginning of July. So July and August. So what is the, say, 1st of September, or the beginning of September looking like for the GOP? Hello, Gloria. Oh, Winnie Boo. Oh. All right. September 2025 for the GOP. Chaos. Chaotic. Very chaotic. Trump isn't going to stop. He's going to still be erratic. He's still going to say heinous things. He's still going to be flailing around pretending he's making big, beautiful deals. Just chaos. It's just going to be churning onwards. This does not quiet things down. It just doesn't. Voters right here. Like, voters right here. Yeah, it's kind of late for higher wisdom. Democrats, business people, Oh, but there are all these tax breaks. Yeah, if you make enough money. But the price of all these other things goes up. So making a penny, paying a penny less in taxes doesn't make up for losing $1 and all this other stuff. Temperance is in the middle. But they're trying to. I don't even want to do town hall. They're so mean. Not as mean as you signing that garbage. Those are the voters, and it feels like they are right there. And there's the sun. Oh yeah, we see how you were aiming to hurt people whose skin wasn't lily white, but you end up hurting everybody. That's racism for you. Racism hurts everyone all the time. No exceptions. Okie dokie. Okay, and all right, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, but it makes perfect sense for a vile bully. So, what are we doing for 4th of July in 2026? Well, I imagine chances are I will be right here because I've been here almost every single day for 5.5 years. Yeah. However, next year during America's 250th celebration, Trump is hosting a UFC fight on the White House front lawn. Oh, so tacky, you're so deeply tacky. Yuck, what the heck? Really? Man. Oh, seriously. Roll my eyes so hard I'm going to be looking at my brain. Really? UFC? Really? 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 Tara says, let's have a steel cage match while we're at it. Oh, I'm just assuming. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, UFC fight, the White House. Yeah, on the lawn. Are you ready to bumble? Same way he gave out a lot of all that cold McDonald's. Remember that? Not nice. Where he stood there in front of all of those athletes with tables laden with cold McDonald's and said, your favorite foods. That's narcissism. He does not care about what they wanted, what they would want. They're his favorite foods. And that's what he wanted. That's narcissism. Everybody else, they're not worthy of their own interests, what's appropriate. No. All about him. Ooh, day late and $1 short. There's a star. 2 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Oh, why? What? Why have we got the cards of the economy hurting really badly between Dumpy the Man and the Republicans? Is this Yes, Teresa, and a golden trailer park. I mean, lots of people live in trailers. They can be quite cute, but beef. When I lived in Phoenix, there was a really cute trailer park near my apartment complex, actually. It's adorable. People had obviously been there for a long time, and it's brightly painted, and it was nice. Anyway. Yes, Lenata, I agree. So, okay, next summer, Devil card. This is Mar-a-Lago. Trump's face of power. King of Cups. Not good. I'm not getting this is going to be a celebration. I don't even know if this is going to happen. And I would think, logically, yeah, sure, whatever. But the cards, there's other stuff happening. Big stuff. Oh, okay. Okay. I am glad to hear this. At 47 minutes in, I was very happy to hear this. Lawmakers tried to visit Alligator Alcatraz amid humanitarian concerns, but were denied entry. But they were there. They went there. And it's not in a convenient place. Will they be allowed in at some point? Well, I guess because there's nobody there yet, they didn't have to let them in. Keep going. Democrats, keep going. They don't want to let you. They don't want you exposing the truth. They don't want you exposing the cruelty, the bullying, the awfulness. So make sure you do. Make sure you do. Do not let them take this away from you. Versus, I thought I heard people were there. Oh, if there are, Danny says there are already people there in the tents. Well, if that's the case, then by law, you can't stop a representative from seeing a constituent, can you? Oh, that's right. Yeah, the soccer thing. Is that next summer? The World Cup? Isn't the World Cup coming to the U.S. next summer? Yeah, with all the flooding in the tents. Yeah. Keep putting them on the defensive no matter what they throw at you. Bring the truth. Bring the truth. Stick to the truth. Because we cannot trust these people. To LA? Thank you, Anne. We cannot trust these people. Keep pushing. We're not giving up. As disheartening as this is, seriously, we cannot give up. We cannot. I'm not going to. I'm going to drag you with me. kosher. I thought the Olympics were scheduled to come to LA. I'm not sure. We're talking about sports. I'm sorry, I'm really bad. Oh, what a lovely group of people. Which color are we rooting for? Sorry. All right, well, at 50:35, this was a bit of good news. 50:40. Study was published this week that shows a new form of gene therapy has been successful in helping those with a genetic hearing loss recover a significant amount of their hearing. One subject, a 7-year-old girl, recovered nearly all of her hearing and can hear conversations around her enough to participate in them. And this happened, took 4 months. She went from nothing to almost full hearing. 4 months. She has that for the rest of her life. More breakthroughs like this be on the horizon, I am certain. So, makes me so happy. Father says that is wonderful. My granddaughter's deaf. Oh, bless. Bless, bless, bless. Roman says, well, if we need an x-ray or an MRI, we can go to the airport and use the NSA equipment. Yes, the magnetometer. Leave your bags by the magnetometer. Oh yeah, there's so the weakness of the human form. There's advancement turning things upside down, just changes and so many decisions. I mean, there are some things we can't do, obviously, but there's so much change coming. There's so much change. It's not all bad. So, all right, well, I'm going to leave it at that. So yes, happy 4th. Happy 4th. On what would have been I'm pretty sure it's my grandmother's 115th birthday. I love you, Grandma. All right, that's going to do it for me for today. It is 12:53. I started on time today. It's 12:53 p.m. at 3 o'clock. So in 2 hours, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel with Sarah. I'm going to make a big pile of potato salad. And thank heavens, thank you, Kraft, is it Kraft? Who makes Hellmann's? Is that Kraft? Or no, Kraft is Kraft the other mayonnaise. Because whoever makes Hellmann's finally came out with a vegan version. Hallelujah. And now there's a vegan version of Hidden Valley Ranch dressing too. Oh, you have no idea how those two things have improved my life. Anyway, so yeah, pile of mashed potatoes and creative sprints this afternoon working on astrographics. Yes, best foods. And Anne says Hellmann's is the best. Yes. It's crazy how much emotion I have about that. Bring out the best. Exactly, Louis. I'm sorry, Amy. All right. Hey, Jean Hall's making potato salad. Scan Man says ranch dressing, the universal solvent. Let me very quickly tell you a silly story. Back when, ranch dressing really, of course, it had been existed before, but it really became a thing in probably the early to mid 80s, where it just really took off. And I know that because I came home from school one day And, Gen X, latchkey kid, hi. So I came home from school one day and put my bag down, what have you, and went straight into the kitchen, got a bowl of whatever lettuce or whatever salady stuff was in the fridge, put that in the bowl, put dressing on it, turned on the TV, and I'm standing there eating, watching, and there was some kind of midday news kind of thing going on, and or maybe it was cable news, I don't know. But the person said, well, studies are showing that this rise of the use of ranch dressing is a real boon to get children to start eating their vegetables. And I'm literally like the fork halfway to my mouth, and I go, yeah, I ate my salad. Anyway, silly, but that's my memory. All right. Burns says, Johnny, Jen, Lynn, and Lori on at 4 Eastern. Oh, okay. So 3 Central. So at the same time of Creative Sprints, I guess. So Johnny, Jen, Lynn, and Lori will be on. Oh, excellent. Do you know which channel? Who, where? So. All right. Well, Lori's channel. Okay, Wave Positive Change? No, Jen. Silent Moves is saying Jen. So Jen Lynn Tarot. It's almost Petty Boots. That isn't Becca from House of Lenormand. She's usually the third, but instead it's going to be Lori from Wave Positive Change. So. Okay, well, check the Wave Positive Change, and there's always Jen Lynn Tarot. So Winnie Boo says Channel 4. There we go. All right, hang in there. Seriously, you're not alone. We are in this together. And I know it seems like there aren't good days ahead, but there are. And we're not giving up. Nope. Not happening. Not happening. All right. So be well. And I will see you later. I will see you tomorrow right back here. All right. Take care. And for those who celebrate, happy 4th of July. Louis says, meanwhile, back at the ranch.